Okay, we have the first version of Piccolo. So this first version of Piccolo is pretty solid. Starting out with his aura, we have just the base aura here, which is gonna get a 3 from me. And then this grab is pretty cool, pretty unique. I really like that final slap chop at the end. This grab is gonna get a solid 4. On to skills, he has the Paralyzed Beam and All Out, which puts him into Sparking mode. Neither of these are bad. I actually like having somebody with a paralysis type move on my teams, and just being able to instant go Sparking mode is pretty useful too. I'm gonna give these skills a 5. Then, moving on to the blasts, we have the Explosive Demon Wave, which is a solid beam, and the Explosive Breath Cannon, which is a great rush attack. I've always been a huge fan of this one. I love that one super brutal gut punch, tossing them away like they're nothing, into a mouth beam, which I am always a fan of those as well. And then moving on to the ultimate, we have the Special Beam Cannon, which of course there is no other move you would give this version of Piccolo, and I think this attack looks fantastic. I think my only real issue with it is that the enemy doesn't really react to it at all. It would be nice if they went prone for a couple of seconds after being hit by it, just to make it feel a little bit more powerful. Blasts are still gonna get a 5. And then moving to Piccolo's overall aura, at this point he was still kind of evil, but Piccolo has always had this sort of cool guy vibe. He's cold and calculating, and all of his attacks show how brutal he can be. Plus, I'm not sure there will be a day when I give a character with a cape anything less than a 5. Okay, now we have Piccolo fused with Kami. At this point, he's also fused with Nail. And he's got that same aura again. So that's gonna get a 3 here. Then he's got the exact same grab, which is gonna get the same score. I still just think it looks cool. And then for his skills, I think these are a general downgrade from his previous version. This time we have the Wild Sense, which isn't bad, and we have the False Courage for some super armor. Neither of these are bad skills necessarily, I just prefer the ones from his previous form. I'm gonna give these skills a 3. And then we're gonna move on to Blasts. This time we see the Special Beam Cannon taking over that Blast 1 slot, and it still looks really good. And then for his second blast, we have Light Grenade, which has a pretty cool charge up animation, and I think the hitbox is a little bit easier to connect than the Special Beam Cannon, but it does so much less damage, and it's a lot less visually appealing to me. And finally, we have the Hellzone Grenade Ultimate. I love what they did for this one compared to the previous Tenkaichi games. This works as one of the rushes that you have to connect a couple of key blasts first, and then that will trigger the entire attack animation. And this version of the Hellzone Grenade is absolutely perfect. I think that this moveset is perfect for this version of Piccolo. I'm not sure what else you could have given him here. I'm just not a huge fan of having 2 beams. So I'm gonna give his blasts a 4. And then his overall aura. This is when Piccolo finally sort of settles in. He's a good guy now, he's part of the squad, but he still has that super serious, tough guy demeanor. He's always gonna be that dude, he's always gonna be Uncle Piccolo. Aura is gonna get a 5. And that is going to be it for this moveset review. Thank you everybody so much for watching. We are running down the roster in order. However, the Gohan video is taking a little bit longer than I had planned, so that's why we're getting the Piccolo one first. But the Gohan moveset review will be coming next week. If you enjoyed the content, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. They really help me out a lot. And if you're interested, consider hitting that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Thank you all again so much for watching, and of course, as always, see you next time.